What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel as well as another video. So this video is going to make episode 3 in our quest to turn this Harley from chrome to black, or as much of it as possible anyway. If you were around for the last couple of videos, you would have seen the front end transform here. I went through and painted the forks, installed new bells, added some passing lights to the bike, went through and changed it out to a Daymaker, painted the ring, painted this front cover plate here, and then we also added these 12-inch Big Daddy meat hook apes and a new stereo and speakers to kind of finish it all off. It is now time to move to the center section here. So I have a bunch of parts that are going to be being added to the bike, as well as I'm going to be removing some of these parts that are on here and sandblasting and repainting them. I mean, a lot of people would just opt to buy all new everything. However, you know, in the world of aftermarket, some of the stuff is good and some of it's a little dicey. So if you can retain any of the OEM stuff, that can sometimes prove to be a better situation. So I have a lot of stuff that's going to be coming off of this thing today. So we're going to be removing this console. That's going to get painted black. I have a new air cleaner, got a new cover for here. This is going to come off, get painted black. I have blacked out floorboards that will be going on here. This will be coming off, getting painted black. I'm changing these out to passenger floorboards that are also in black. This bracket that holds up the saddlebag, that's going to be coming off. These right here and the quick releases, those will be coming off, blasted, painted black, blasted, painted black. Like I said in the last video, the exhaust is on order, should be seeing that soon. Horn cover, blasted, painted black, as well as the heel toe. I have new linkage and a cover that'll go on there. New derby cover that's black that will be going on there as well. And crash bars, those will be getting changed out. I picked those crash bars up off eBay. We'll look at those in a second. And then I also have emblems that I'm going to be putting on here as well. So these will be going. I got these from a friend. He had a buddy who made them and milled them out on like a CNC or whatever. And I just got to verify that the curvature is going to be correct here and do whatever I got to do to make it work. These will get painted black and then double side taped and put on in place. So that should kind of tie up the center section and fix all of that, or as much as I can. I'll go over these real quick too. I picked these up off of eBay. I like them because they're a fatter bar for one, so they're going to match the apes. They have that meat hook kind of style to them. The only bad part about these, the finish is absolutely horrible. The quality of the bars are great. Finish, not so much. So sadly enough, I will be sanding and painting those. They'll be going in with the rest of the parts, and they'll get a nice gloss black coating, which will match the vivid black. All right, I got a ton of stuff to do to this thing. I got to start ripping it apart again. So let's get to it. sure I took everything off that I need to. I don't think I've overlooked anything. Now it's going to be time to start removing these emblems and seeing if we can't form fit these to the tank. Make sure that they're going to match the contour, and then those will be ready to go to paint as well with the rest of this stuff. All right, well, let's give it a shot, see what we got. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So if I put the emblem right about there, and then I look down in, yeah, we have a little bit of gap to deal with there. So I'm going to have to go ahead and grab the mallet and the anvil, get it set up here, and see if we can't do away with a little bit of that. And we want it to sit a little bit closer than that so that it hugs right up against the tank. All right, let me give this a shot. We'll see what we come up with. With a little bit of gentle massaging, you can see where we ended up here as compared to where we started. And take this here, and you can see that this emblem actually now fits the tank rather well. We're right up against it. You can't get down in between there as much. Again, double-sided tape's going to take care of a lot. It'll kind of take up that little bit of slack that we have in between them, but yeah, surprisingly large difference from before. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get going on this one and get it done. Well, it looks like we're ready to start painting here. I got that emblem all squared away, got all my parts detrimmed, everything removed from them, ready to go. Everything that's not going to the sandblaster, that's all staying here, but everything else is in my truck. I'm going to run these things to my place of employment here and sandblast and paint them. So let's get that done. all safe and sound back at home. Everything came out pretty good. Fairly happy with it. Had to do a couple of, actually had to do a repaint on some parts because missed some clear coat here and there, but for the most part everything is decent. This is, you know, some of this stuff's kind of hard to hit with the gun when you're, you know, they're moving targets, they're swinging, hanging from wires, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than I wanted. But taking a look at the bike, and I need to clean this thing before I can go ahead and put that back in there. There's no way I can stick that back on with that tank looking like that. And unfortunately, my exhaust is not in yet. I do have my replacement heat shields that I bought for it, but the slip-ons are not in. So as of right now, I'm going to put this thing back together. I'm going to put these brackets in right here. These are going back in because they hold the exhaust up, but they're going to kind of go in loose just to keep everything in line. But yeah, let me go ahead and clean this up a touch, make it look a little bit better, and see what we are dealing with. What do you say, Jim? What do you say? Good boy. Okay, so I got the bags back on here. Had to put them in so I could adjust my front brackets, which I took off. Boy, this really looks nice. Coming together really, really well. All right, pile of parts is dwindling here. I think the next thing I'm going to throw on is the console. So let me get that all situated and see what that looks like. Oh man, this thing is looking good. I'm very, very happy. Looks awesome. Got the centerpiece all buttoned up here, tightened down, ready to go. Changed out that placard, I guess you'd call it, that's in the center there. I got one that kind of fits me a little bit better. Little daily affirmation reminder every time I get on the bike to, yeah, that. And I think that's going to tie that up. So, still waiting on the exhaust. It's been a long wait. I can't really change out the heat shields until I change out the slip-ons. And I can't bolt any of those parts over there that Jim's inspecting until I get that changed out, because they all kind of wrap around the exhaust. So I've been staring at this air cleaner long enough. I think I'm going to change this out here. I have a cover set with that cover and the derby cover as well. Let's get those put on and see what they look like. Be one more thing to check off the box in this quest to change this bike from chrome to black. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. That looks good. Just enough to set off the chrome and the black. And the derby cover looks pretty sweet too. That's going to work just fine for my liking. All right, I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slap on this starter cover. I'll go in there and clean that up a little bit beforehand. And let's see what that looks like. That looks a lot better. Can't even see the starter. That's perfect. Okay, so good news. My exhaust showed up. I'm good to go there. I already had my heat shield, so we're ready to roll. So let's start pulling some of this stuff off so we can continue on here. Get the rest of it back together. Well, out with the old and in with the new. These are the pipes I picked up. These are the Reinhardt DBX series pipes. Supposedly louder than what I had on there. We'll see. I'm not a expert or connoisseur of Reinhardt pipes. These are actually the first ones I've ever owned on a motorcycle. So we'll see what they sound like. I also picked up the heat shields straight from Harley Davidson. These are the Screamin' Eagle matte black finished heat shields. I did have to go to my local hardware store and pick up some stainless steel clamps because you'd have thought for $300 they probably would have come with, but apparently not. Additionally, I'm going to have to reuse my old slip-on clamps from the other pipes because those didn't come with them either. So, lovely how they do that, huh? Anyway, I think it is time to start setting this exhaust on and getting it one step closer to being done. So let's get to it. Well, you certainly can't be mad at that. Man, that looks amazing. I am very, very happy with the way this thing is turning out. I do have to go through and degrease these pipes and heat shields before I actually fire the bike up for the first time because if you leave fingerprints on there, they say it will possibly permanently stain the finish. I'm also going to have to color these black because they're driving me nuts already. So, but all in all, looks really, really good. All right, well, still have a lot more stuff to put together on this before I can fire it off. So instead of talking about it, let's start doing it. Looking good, looking good. Some of you might be going, geez, spikes? I don't know. I'm not a spike guy, I gotta tell you, but I was looking through Amazon and eBay, and I really couldn't find anything for attaching hardware that I liked. And this bike is kind of taking on a sinister look, so figured why the heck not. I got the spikes for the front as well, too. I threw those in. Those look pretty decent. Yeah, everything looks good. The crash bars bolted up fairly well. I do have some dry spray in the clear. You can kind of see it in the video a little bit. I'm going to buff that. It'll look absolutely fine. That was just where the clear kind of laid down a little weird, but I think I can get that to shine up. And yeah, everything else went on fairly decently. So we got the brake in, we got the floorboards in, we got everything in here. The only thing left to do, actually, is these emblems. I'm going to have to tape the back sides of those with double-sided tape, line it up, and get it on there. Oh, I also did purchase, looking at this, I hadn't thought about it until recently, but everything else is all black, and then this thing is just kind of bright chrome. So I was able to find a cover that kind of mimics the thing that we got going on there in the front, the cut look, and this glues on, but I will, adhesives on, I should say. I'll put that on there. I'm going to get that in, and yeah, let me tape up these emblems, and let's finish this thing off. Sick. I love it. Those things look amazing. They were an absolute pain in the butt to tape up, but they look really good and they set everything off nicely. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up. I'm out of parts here. I don't have anything left to bolt on, screw on, or glue on. So I think we're good to go. I need to give this thing a really, really extensive cleaning, polishing, wipe down, all that good stuff. Then I'm going to get it outside here and we'll get one final look at it, and I think we'll be able to put this conversion of this Harley from chrome to black to bed here. I think we'll be good, and I think I'm going to be ready to start putting some miles on this thing. All in all, what a great transformation. I gotta say, this thing has been a blast to ride so far. I've got about 100 miles on it, no issues. Thing has insane amounts of power, a lot of good low-end torque, and just it's a great cruiser. I love it. The thing's very comfortable. I will say it's maybe not as comfortable as the Road King was, but it's right up there. I'm gonna have to go back through. I did a little ride the other day, and get some bugs on her, but that's bound to happen. I have a feeling, ditching the chrome for the black, it was more of a style choice than really a cleaning choice. I think after seeing exactly how dirty this thing gets just as dirty, just as easy. So I see plenty of polishing in my future. As picky as I am, I'm going to want to make sure this thing looks spot on every time I jump on it, and I guess I have to chalk that up to that just being the way that I am. So anyway, I think as of right now, this thing is pretty much done. So we'll call it good. And with that, that's going to bring this video as well as this build to a close, kind of. They're never really done. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more things I'm going to find that I'm going to want to buy, bolt on, change, whatever. And you will see this bike in plenty more upcoming videos, I can assure you that. If you haven't already, do me a favor, give me that thumbs up, subscribe, as well as hit the bell for notifications so you know when more videos like this are going to be coming out. And as always, keep the shiny side up, and I'll see you guys all on the next video.